Good morning, it is Tuesday the 8th, it is 10:30 and I'm just about to head off out. Came out a little bit earlier this morning and I'm going to be working until about 4 o'clock today, and then depending on whether it's been busy or quiet, I then might come out later on this evening as well, but yeah, I'll see how today goes. So I'll keep you posted shortly. Quick little update, it is 11:30. I've had two jobs. So the first one was a Burscough to Wigan, £13.95 for 9.4 miles. That took 23 minutes. And then I was in Wigan, where was we? Probably had to wait about 5 minutes or so. I then got another little job, £6.83 for 3.6 miles. So that was basically like to the other side of Wigan, so I had to drive through like Wigan town centre, so to speak. So quite busy. That took 15 minutes. So currently on £20.78, which isn't too bad to be fair. However, I think like the mileage that I've covered to do that, I forgot to reset my trip, isn't really the greatest, to be honest. How many miles have I done for that? 13. Yeah, I've done 13, but obviously I've travelled a bit for them as well. So yeah, not the greatest, but it is what it is. I just thought I wouldn't normally accept them jobs because it takes me over into like the heart of Wigan and whatnot, but I thought it's been quite quiet around like Ormskirk in Southport and whatnot for the past couple of days, so I just thought I'll just kind of take this and see where it takes me, really. Yeah, other than that, I clicked on when I logged onto the app before I set off. I noticed my rating had come down slightly, so it was on 4.95. I think it was on like 4.97 yesterday or something, because I came out yesterday evening. I think I'd done like 4 jobs or something, just like really quiet, and basically someone has left me a 1 star, and it was for service quality. So it says, this is what kind of annoys me, because I think that I'm all for feedback. If someone wants to give you a 1 star and they select service quality, they should say what it was for. They might say, I don't know, I didn't like you, I didn't like the seats, I didn't like the ride, whatever it is, and then at least you know whether it was you that, so you an area that you can improve on, or if it's just them because they're just being a Karen, basically. So as far as I'm concerned, I done like them 4 or 5 jobs last night. All of them were fine, no issues whatsoever. Having a chat with some of them, yeah, and there was absolutely no issues. However, one of those people has obviously thought, oh, I'm going to sit here and have a chat with you and everything's fine, but I'm going to give you a 1 star for service quality. And all it says here is just like the normal generic. When riders give feedback about service quality, they're letting you know that the service they received wasn't what they expected. Each rider is unique and may have a different expectations. So therefore, it just like contradicts itself in saying each rider is unique and they've got different expectations. So, what as a driver, what are you supposed to have, like 20 different personalities or something to try and entertain everyone? But highly rated drivers tell us that they are polite and keep conversation away from sensitive. I'm not doing that. It's less than £1 a mile, which is basically where I am, but it's going all the way to Oldham. Oh, I can't be bothered with that. Yeah, where was we? Yeah, so basically, it just says service quality, like so you don't know. So basically, when I'm looking at it on the stats there, there's 343 people who have said, yeah, I'm going to give you 5 star, Paul. So I give that same level of service to those customers last night that those other 300, I think I've done like 750 trips, but less than half of them have actually bothered to give any sort of feedback. But the ones that have, like I said, 343 have given me a 5 star. you treat those people last night in the same manner as I've treated all of those hundreds of people, and they're like, yeah, the service just wasn't there. But it's like, I think it should be a bit like eBay. You sell something on eBay, then the buyer is able to leave a comment to either say, yeah, that was great, or no, it arrived and there was some scratches on it or whatnot, and then you as the seller can then leave a little one-liner to say, you know, it was as it was pictured, or, you know, basically whatever. So it's fair. So basically then if anyone else decides to purchase from you, they can see what the negative feedback was for, and then they can come to a conclusion themselves. However, with Uber, it's just bang, you're stamped, you're branded with this 1-star review for service quality, and that's it. So it doesn't give like the driver to defend themselves, but nor does it make the Karens explain what the reason was. Now imagine if they come on and they said, oh, I didn't think the seats were comfortable, then Uber would basically just remove it and say, well, you can't say the seats were uncomfortable, you can't give a driver 1 star for that. But no one will ever know what the reason is for that 1 star. So it's like pointless feedback. So yeah, but it is what it is. As I've said all my life, you can't please everyone, whether it's in business or just, you know, in your personal life. But I think that's an area of improvements that Uber could change, basically. So yeah, that's it. So I'm going to carry on now and see where it takes me. So I'll catch you in a bit. Quick little update. It is 12:30 and I've done nothing in the past hour. So I headed out to Wigan onto the East Lancs, parked up. I've just had some dinner, but obviously I stayed online just in case anything decent come through. A couple of little jobs come up, but they were just ridiculous. Some of them were back in towards Wigan. As I was on my way out to Wigan, you know, they were working out at like 70-80 pence a mile or something. And then one, as I was driving past St Helens, again it was like 80p a mile. So it's just ridiculous. It's definitely, in the past like 2 weeks or so, it's Uber's definitely lowered the prices, and it just seems to be you're getting paid like £1 a mile, unless it's, you know, a little bit like of a surgy afternoon/evening, or like Friday or Saturday night, and then you're getting better rates. But yeah, during the day you're lucky if you're getting £1 a mile with Uber now. So yeah, that's about it. Just had something to eat. I didn't deduct that from the time because I was still online. I normally when I do that on a Friday or Saturday night, I'll eat as I'm doing like a rapid charge. So obviously I do come offline, so I deduct that from the time. But I've stayed online because I was just having a quick little thing of pasta, and not a single job popped up in that time. So yeah, I'm still on the £20.78. So it now works out, it's now dropped from being on, you know, £20.78 for 1 hour. I'm now, granted I could have took some of them, you know, little like crap jobs that come up, but there's no way that I'd work for 80p a mile. It's ridiculous. I wouldn't even entertain it. But it's funny that I know that somebody will, and obviously somebody has taken that job. So you'll see them all either online or on the forums, or, you know, on Facebook and all that, and they're all criticising it, saying, oh, you know, the prices are dropping and blah blah blah. Well, they're dropping because there's idiots out there who are gladly picking them jobs up. If everyone just rejected it, Uber would realise within about an hour, oh, we're going to have to change this because none of the drivers are doing it. But yeah, it seems to be like the drivers don't learn, they just accept it, whether it's out of desperation or just like sheer greed. They're just grabbing anything. I don't know, but yeah, they're only shooting themselves in the foot by accepting these ridiculous jobs. So right, I'll carry on anyway, and I will keep you posted in the next hour, so I'll catch you then. Little updates. It's just turned 3:30 and I've just got home. So the last update was at 12:30. Came back online, got a little Ormskirk to Ormskirk. £3.47 for 1.4 miles. Headed into Southport. I then got a Southport to Liverpool L3. wasn't the greatest. What I realised is, as I was driving into Southport, this job popped up saying I'd matched to it. I think it was just shy of £25. And I thought, oh, I can't be bothered doing that, because it was like 21.6 miles. So I ignored it, carried on driving, and then about 30 seconds later it popped back up. But this time, the same job, it was £30 and 16 pence. And it was showing as Uber priority. So I accepted it, just because it was so quiet. But granted, you know, I picked them up because I was pretty much there. But yeah, it took 56 minutes. And it was only £30.16. So dropped them off. And then set my destination, the filtered destination, back for Southport. Made it all the way back there. Nothing. And then I think I came offline for about 10 minutes. I had to nip into a couple of little shops there. Yeah, and then there was just nothing. There was no job requests. And then I started heading out to head home, and then one popped up for like £9, which was near to where I was, but going all the way back down towards like Formby end, which is like the opposite side of Southport, or the opposite direction of I was travelling. I just couldn't be bothered. So yeah, the rates have been crap all day. So I finished on £54, and I've done 5 hours. So yeah, it's worked out basically not even £11 an hour. So yeah, it's been really poor today. The rates are they're shocking. Like I said, a couple of jobs had popped up today, which I just completely ignored. They're all less than £1 a mile. I'm just not going to entertain that. Honestly, I wouldn't. There's probably more people taking business cards off me, asking for private work to be done, which I'd more than happily do for a proper rate. And this is just ridiculous for some of the stuff that they were doing. Like, these ones I've picked were like the best of the bunch. And like I said, I only accepted that other one into Liverpool because I thought, well, even if I drive there and back, that's like 2 hours, so it's like £15 an hour, which is still crap. But I thought, well, if I take the 30 going one way, and then hopefully I might get something coming back, so then it mightn't be as bad for them 2 hours. But there was nothing, all the way from Liverpool all the way back. I did see my first Uber XL though, which was in Liverpool. It was like some sort of Ford or Peugeot. It looked like a bit like a Berlingo, but yeah, it was an XL. It's tiny though. But yeah, that's the first Uber one that I've seen. But yeah, other than that, it's just been absolutely crap. Just got back now. I'm going to take the little one swimming. I don't even know if I'm going to come back out later because it's that crap. I just honestly can't be bothered. Like I said, I came back out last night, done a couple of hours. It was really quiet. It was quieter last night than it was during the day. You know, and then you're getting like a 1-star review for your service. So yeah, I just can't be bothered. I can't see me coming back out tonight, to be honest. So yeah, I'll wrap that up there. And yeah, if anyone's thinking about joining Uber, yeah, I'd definitely think twice. If it was going to be a part-time job, not part-time, maybe like a side hustle as they call it, you know, to run in conjunction with whatever else you've got going on, then yeah, it's not too bad. But yeah, my God, you couldn't do this as like a full-time job. Because like I said, I've been out 5 hours and I've basically made like £10 an hour. Now by the time you take off the running cost, which is about £3 an hour, so I'm down to £7. You then take off your tax and national insurance off that. Well, what are you down to? Like £5.50 an hour or something? It's like, you know, literally like slaves would get paid more than £5.50 an hour. So yeah, it's shocking, to be honest. It's really dire. I've seen quite a couple of videos and posts off other people where they've said like Uber's been slashing the prices on both sides, both for what the customers pay and also for what the drivers are receiving. That job, by the way, that priority one that I accepted for Liverpool, this bloody SD card that's driving me mad. Yeah, so Uber was originally offering me like 25, so they were taking roughly what, 33% commission, and then obviously because nobody was taking it, they've then upped it to just over £30. So they basically took about, what was it? Was it £5 did they take for that job? You pay 36. So they took about £5.50 for that job. So they've basically lowered the 33% down to like, what's that work out? About 12%, something like that. So yeah, it's the jobs are just paying really poorly, to be honest. So yeah, I'll end that there, and I'll go and crack on, because I've got plenty of stuff to be doing at home, and I'll catch you on the next one.